It's, I believe the place is called Brago Springs, if I'm correct. I'll correct that if I'm not, because I'm so focused on not falling, not getting trapped in this sand out here, because it's, I mean, look at that. Oh my God, this is absolutely terrifying. This is this is what I consider terrifying. I can't get any further. I want to badly, and I see some areas maybe I could try to walk on, but quite honestly, I don't really want to be any further on here. I've been in California now for 2 months, or about a month, a little over a month and a half. No, about a month-ish. And of course it's receded. I'm actually walking on lake bed, or was once lake bed, and the area gets flash flooding, and all the houses are elevated. And the flash flooding, this is fucked. This is fucked. I can't even fucking express to you how fucked this truly is. I don't even have the words. I cannot articulate how fucked this is. And the sand, you see, it's not sand. Those are bones of dead animals. And from a distance, it's beautiful. It's white beaches. It's when you're driving in, you're like, this is beautiful. And then you roll your window down and you smell the rotten eggs. I don't have the words or the vocabulary or the book learning to express what this is truly like. This is an absolute horror show. This is a horror movie created by human beings who wanted to, and it's a microcosm of California, you know, built in a desert, stopping up the Colorado River, diverting it, trying to dam it up. And this is what you end up with when it doesn't go right. This is so much fertilizer here and so much dead animals that the stink from the animals, the smells from the glycophosphates, amongst other things that are probably in here. And I use that word because, you know, we still use glycophosphate in Roundup, but I'm sure there was DDT in here, or, you know, whatever the derivative of it was, or whatever the of it. I'm scared to even walk through here, yo. I'm not scared of much. I'm fucking terrified of this place. I am terrified, and the way my head feels right now is really bad. Like I come from Alaska, and we have petroleum in the air, and you think that's bad until you actually get down here and you smell this and you see this and you feel it. You can feel it. And I'll say something right now. They've warned that this place is going to turn into a dust bowl unless there is massive water or something done to stop it from becoming a dust bowl. And what will happen is all of that dust, and it's already happening, is moving towards Los Angeles. That's dead fish. Moving towards Los Angeles. And it's causing this, it's already causing, I believe, from what I've seen in California so far, the people I've met, some of the people I've talked to, this is, you know, California has a very high rate of neurological diseases, autism, physical disabilities, basically from toxins. And this is a microcosm of California. This is why I'm not living in California. One of the many reasons. And all of that dust is gathered up by these trucks that come through here, and it catches it in the wind and blows it into Los Angeles. And there are animals. Very few, but there are animals. And the city this is not a tourist place. It's as if they want you to completely forget this exists. They want you to believe that the Salton Sea doesn't really get talked about. I mean, you can find lots of information about it online, but the state doesn't seem to have a center where you can go find information about it. We haven't been able to locate that. There's certainly no tours, obviously, for obvious reasons. When you see something like this up close, and this is as close as I'm getting, I am not getting any closer. I will not go closer. I probably could get closer. The ground is shifting underneath me, but I am not getting any closer because first of all, the way I feel right now, I feel like I'm going to throw up, and I can't express to you how emotional this is. To see these dead birds and bones of animals ground up and creating a white sand. You know, for somebody who loves life, and I think we're all in the same boat, we all love life, obviously. This is one of those times where you just hate being a human being. Because we did this. We fucking did this. We are responsible. We took this natural beauty and turned it into a toxic waste dump. And we're 2 hours away from San Diego. So it also will blow into San Diego. And we're 2 hours away, about an hour and a half away from the Mexican border. So it blows into Mexico, and it blows all around the community. And there are people that live here, but not a lot. And again, and mostly is what they refer to as snowbirds, people who are retired, who drive their RVs and they want a cheap place to live. The houses around here, you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for 60 grand. Nice houses. We have some friends here that are remodeling or getting their house ready because the dad was one of their fathers was going to look at that bone. God damn. And they're all over the place. I'm gonna start heading back to the car, but this is a nightmare. It's all dead. There's no life out here. No life. And it's just sad. Bird bones. Just motherfucking sad and tragic and horrible. Because California, I lived in California in the late 80s. I lived in Redding for a couple of years with my parents when I was a kid. And I've been as far north as Redding, and I've been as far south now as the Salton Sea. I've been into the interior of California, not the entire thing, but I've been to places like, we've been to the Valley, we've been to San Fernando, we've been all kinds of places. And this is shocking. And it's not a secret, but at the same time, it's a secret. It's not discussed because there's nothing can be, what are you gonna say about it? What could you possibly say about it? And these birds that live out here, they migrate into this lake. And some of the people have said, look, if we get rid of the lake, what are we gonna do with the migrating birds? You know what? I think we probably could sacrifice a few migrating birds to not turn into this. These are bones of birds and bones of fish. I would pick some of this up, but I don't want to touch it. I have a headache that will not go away. I've had it since I got here a couple days ago. I feel my throat feels like it wants to clench up. I like to go and run and walk around. I don't want to do any of that here. Even the surrounding areas, I don't want to. I just want to get out of here. I'm leaving tomorrow. And I didn't think I would be this emotional about this. I really never thought in a million years that I would be so emotional about someplace. And I'm genuinely filled with a sense of sorrow and a sense of loss that I can't even express. Palm Springs, the people in this area, kids in this area, breathing this every day. And there isn't a lot of people out here. And again, it's mostly older people who are like, you know what, we're in our 70s, we're not gonna live forever. This is a cheap house, it's warm. They have to know about it, of course. They have to know. But it doesn't matter, I guess. Because if you're not gonna live forever. This is just